Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm Shadows Pub bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own posts or someone else's you really like. To take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take a turn sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel, come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, and let's get started. And I'm shocked. Amy's going to lead us off. Amy seems to have usurped Amir on the first in, and that's okay. Hopefully, she's among those several people that are typing away there. Are you with us, Amy? Amy. Up. Oh, we're getting a slow start here. Come on, Amy. Wonder if she's having network issues. Ah, there we are. Okay, Amy says, why is it hard to fall asleep? Is it because we have so much to worry about? This article emphasizes the need to sleep, how to improve your ability to sleep, and the benefits of falling asleep at the right time. Sleep. I don't know about other people, but sleep and I don't get along real well most of the time. Old school, I entered you in the list at once. I'm not sure whether you meant a second time or not. I'll just tag it and we'll see what happens. Okay, Kara, you're up.
So this article is a new post by Boz, who I connected with this week. We have we're both educational technology folks from our backgrounds. And this article is about how the Kentucky ABC, Alcoholic Beverage Control, has been doing a lot of raids of local businesses for illegally shipping bourbon to places where it's not legal to do so. The most interesting line in this article, I'm going to say this wrong, Sazerac, which is a type of bourbon, I think, is more lucrative than heroin right now, which I found intriguing in the comments. But it also just happened to correlate with something I've been talking to a friend about who's like, oh, crypto, it's so weird. And, everything has value. It's just the value we sort of give to it and understand it. And I thought this was an interesting article to also talk about the value of things that we don't really think of as monetary equivalents. So interesting little read.
Sounds like it. I can remember listening to a radio um, show on my way into work one day when I still had a job, and they were talking about should something happen to the world economy and everything collapsed, what would be done for trade? And the commentator said, so gold would come back into popularity. And the person says, no, gold only has value because we give it value. So anything that has value is what will become the currency. So that's what's
Yeah.
happening here.
Yep. Exactly.
It's one of the reasons I was able to get my head around crypto was the fact that we give it value by trading it, so therefore it
Hmm.
has value, and it
Right.
will change depending on how much we put on it, which is
Yep.
the basics of um, currency, really.
Right. Exactly.
It's fascinating when I've got a brother that has done a lot of stock trading over the years, and he can't get his head around how crypto works on value.
It's so similar to stocks. That's
Absolutely.
interesting. Huh.
Change. Some people can handle it,
Yeah,
some people can't.
that's right. Thank you, kitty girl.
Thank you, Kara. And Kene, you're up. Come on, Kenny. I don't see you typing yet. Actually, it's worse than that. I don't even see him in the channel at the moment. Did he drop off?
Maybe
Yeah,
he's coming back in.
hopefully he's coming back in. Okay, well, let's move to old school. We can come back to Kenny when he gets back into the channel. We'll see what happens. Old school hopefully is getting his link. We have several people typing, so one of them probably is. There we go. Uh, Follow Minneapolis on a trip to the United States. Where does Minneapolis fly from? Anybody know where Minneapolis lives? Maybe not. Read the post and find out. Ah, well, then it should be an interesting trip coming from international and never been there before. And Sam, you're up. Better be. Minneapolis writes posts.
Hi, Shadows.
Hi.
Hi, this is my first show in a few weeks, maybe. I have not been writing very much. I've been busy and off hive for a couple of weeks, but this is a quick free write that I did the other day, just trying to get back into my writing. It was just I think the first time I've done a Marion West free write prompt for a while, and it was Rest Her Soul. Anybody who likes fiction? It's a little free write. It's actually a short story, probably one of the shortest I've written.
Yeah. Yeah, writing prompts can be a good way of getting triggered into something.
Yeah, I had
Second thought
intentions to
that
write every day, but yeah.
second thought that Minneapolis was the name of a plane.
No, Minneapolis been on the blockchain for ages. He's been here for forever. He was very big in pod for a long time.
Yeah, we're kind of aware
Right,
of that. We're
right.
just getting the kick out of
Yeah,
Seke's thought
yeah,
there. Ooh, what do
yeah.
you know?
No,
Yeah, he was a
no,
Steam
exactly.
Days person. Very popular.
Yeah, read him. Yeah, he's a really good writer as well. Really good fiction writer as well.
I got one I'm working on from one of your prompts. Oh, good to know, Wandering Moon. Yeah, the prompts for February in prompt today is pretty well all Valentine's related this month in some manner. And Seke, okay, what do you got here?
Um, Hello. It's been quite a while since I've been here. This is how to put this. I don't really know how to put this. So like, it's one of the first the story that I was writing before I went to my exam. That's like for my 1 week break. Then it just came all of a sudden. It was meant to be for the info prompt, then just came. So like, I don't really know where to place this. For the story, yes, it's a complete story. It's just about, let's say, it's an assassin that had to do his best theory yet. Or let's say his worst theory yet. Just depends. You read the story and come back, tell me how you describe it. I guess that's what I'll say. So thank you. That's it from me. Please feel
Okay, thank you. Um, I don't know whether it's an echo or what it is on your voice, but it took a lot to hear what you were saying. So we'll see what happens.
okay. I'm sorry. I think it is the network.
It's
It is the
probably
network. I'm
yeah.
coming.
At least you're still in
Very
the
much.
channel. Okay, Amy, you're up. And Amy's sticking with the text. We know she can speak. Tatiana is a lady with a pure soul who met Jack in her prime. Jack seemed to be all she thought she wanted, and Jack managed to convince her that he was in love with her until he did her dirty. Then the question is, why do people who claim to love us do us wrong? Tatiana never wanted revenge but asked for a wish. Find out her wish and what eventually happened. You see, now there's a commercial for a post. Well done. So you're going to have to go to the post and find out what happened. Thank you, Amy. And Kitty Girl, you're up. Ah,
Well, oh,
go ahead.
did you? I thought you had something else.
I thought Kenny was. Oh, Kenny is back on the channel. Do you mind if he goes first?
No, that's fine.
Kenny, go ahead while you're still here.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
We missed you, so we're coming back to you.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have
it's
a
because of
post?
the internet. Yeah, I have a
Yeah,
post, of course.
yeah. We figured that's what was
Oh,
going on. We just waited for you.
oh, thank you so much. So that's the post I'm sharing. It's an entry from one Filipino guy to one of the creative non-picture contest that is going on in Inkwell. And I mean, I read the post a few hours ago, and I like everything about the post. The way he tries to play with word in each paragraph. He tries to make it something that is not so serious, like most of the posts I've read. So he came from a very interesting angle, and like when I was reading it from the first paragraph, I couldn't wait to jump into the comment section and have a nice discussion with him. That is just how captivating the whole post is. So feel free to read the post and enjoy. Thank you so much.
Now that's got to be pretty cool when you want to be commenting from practically the first paragraph.
Yeah, like it was to the point that immediately after reading the first paragraph, I paused. I rushed to the comment section. I wrote the first part of my comment before continuing the rest of the post. Like it was just that interesting to me. I don't know how it will be to any other person, but to me, I just find it the wordplay is what I love about it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kenny.
yeah, thank you so much.
And Kitty Girl, go for it.
Okay, I would like to say something about the pimp tokens that are being handed out um, in the show text channel. Uh, the pimp tokens are not at all affiliated with Shadows Pub or Pimp Your Post Thursday or the Dreamport server that's hosting us. It is an initiative by Ingenuity on the blockchain, and he is simply giving these tokens away to people as a kind of a support for Pimp Your Post Thursday. In other words, he's an avid fan and he appreciates people, sharing posts in here. Um, Also, I don't know what people are doing with these tokens that you're getting each week, but there is a post by Ingenuity that's kind of old. It's from November of last year, so don't try to upvote it. But it will tell you that if you hold the tokens and stake them, there's things you can do. You can earn more tokens. You can use the um, exclamation mark pimp command in your comments on the chain to give pimp tokens to other people. It's really cool. You can also delegate them to get upvotes on your posts. So if you're grabbing these tokens each week and selling them, you're getting a little bit for them, yeah, but you might be able to get more value if you hold them and stake them. So just wanted to be sure folks were aware of that.
Yeah, and that's kind of something that you probably should do on most of these tokens because most of them are in the process of developing use cases. So if you can stake them, and then explore around and see what's available that you can do with them. Thank you, Kitty Girl. And yes, we appreciate the fact that Engine and you, because you're doing the distributing, uh, support the show the way they do?
Well, I'm just doing the distributing right now because Ingenuity is so busy with his personal life. He used to do it himself. Um, and another little thing, Shadows and Kenachukwu said that there's bunches of use cases for these tokens. What you can do is go to Hive Engine, look at your wallet, and on the right hand side, there's several icons, one of which is the letter I in a circle. If you click on it, it will pop up a little screen that tells you more about the token and tells you who issued it. And there's oftentimes a link to a post or something that will tell you more about the token and what you can do with it. So, yeah, check out the info.
Yeah, when the owner actually puts it in there, some of them are pretty sparse. You go and look and you go, what the heck is that? And you still go, what the heck is that? It's kind of a shame because the token holder could act, token owner could do a lot of promotion in that space.
Let's see. Sam Smith's question in chat: who should we delegate to? That's in that post. It tells.
Okay, there's Old School's got his post up. And it's sort of like our old dream type posts. And Old School has posted in Cinnamon Cup Coffee. That's becoming a much more popular community these days. Does HiveBuzz have a token in the engine? No, it doesn't. I don't know. He's got so many tokens and or so many badges and the distribution of them. I'm not sure that adding a token in would have that much more value. But go talk to Archange.
I think HiveBuzz stays plenty busy without having to manage a token.
I tend to agree. Yeah, because it's not just the HiveBuzz that he does. He has 2 or 3 projects going.
Well, and actually, something a lot of people may not realize: Archange is the one who launched the HiveBuzz project, but there's another person who is actually HiveBuzz that runs the project day to day. Because Arcane just got his hands in so many other things like Hive SQL and Hive Auth and whatever. So, yeah, there's somebody else who actually runs HiveBuzz day to day.
Who is the person behind it now?
I don't know their name. I just know that they're at HiveBuzz on the blockchain, and it's a different person than Archange. That's about
Ah,
all I'm.
interesting. Well, it's
And
actually it's a good
I
way to
found
do
that
it.
out a couple of Hive Fests ago when 2 people walked up to me at the virtual Hive Fest, and one of them had a badge that said Archange, and the other one had a badge that said Hive Buzz.
I'd give it away. Unless he was in there twice somehow. Okay. Um, no, he doesn't do Hive Keychain. Hive Keychain is Matt. Oh, what's his last name? Kitty girl?
Actually, Stood Dev is the main dev for Keychain, along with Cedric Williams. Yeah, but Matt started
Yeah,
the
that's who it was.
Keychain,
I
and
was thinking.
he's still an advisor, but he's definitely not in the main dev group for Keychain now. StudKev's.
Yeah, just like in life, things move around. Hard to stay up on them. And Abdul Kudus, you are up. There he is. Tell us about this post.
Okay, good day, everyone. So this post is all about the inkwell prompt, and the theme of the week was a day in my life. So in the article, I wrote a typical example of the type of day I want to live. Maybe just like, I am passionate about agriculture, so I would like to wake up in the morning and give feed to my animals, and then relax, come on knife, browse, watch movies, then go back again, feed my animals. So, in short, it's just like I should be self-employed. So that's the kind of life I like to. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul Kudus. I like that line. If dreams were horses, beggars would surely ride.
Yes. Thank you.
Good job. And Amy, you are up. Kennedy says Abdul Kudus is planning to go for an interplanetary trip. Amy, are you with us? There she is. Your turn. There she is. And Amy says, why are we stuck in our comfort zone? Are you too scared to try something new? What do you fear? This post gives us insight into why people are afraid of leaving their comfort zone and what will eventually be the outcome if we muster the course to leave our comfort zone. It's a poem though. So there you go. You can find out in short order the answers to all those questions. Seke says, you're a dreamer if you're here, you know. Very true, Seke. Amy's being quiet and mysterious these days, Kenny. And James, you're up.
Okay. Normally I do other kinds of posts, but this young lady, there's a lot of people that do know who she is. But I thought that it would be a good idea to push this post out. They just found out that Treasure's cousin has um, failing kidneys, and I'm not sure what all is going to be involved with that as far as how far money is going to carry them. They live in uh, Nigeria, so she's asking for donations. I did warn her that a lot of people that don't know her are not going to voluntarily donate to her. I know that she's pretty straight up. She's a mom and pretty involved and is going to school as well. So I just kind of wanted to put this out there and have other people spread it out so that she may be able to pick up more donations.
So if you know Treasure, it would probably be helpful to give her an endorsement by writing a little bit of a post to draw attention to this post. And that would help other people to know that she is known, even if she's not well known.
Yeah, I know she hasn't spent a whole lot of time on Hive because of her schooling. Yeah, I know money's a big issue, Kenny. Um, I know that I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, okay. Yeah, I kind of agree with your idea.
So Kenny has just made the comment, money is a big issue in Nigeria at the moment. Even when you have money in the bank, cashing it out is almost impossible, except if you're ready to pay a minimum of 20% charges on withdrawal to get your own money out of the bank. Wow.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, we complain about our first world issues and then we start hearing what things are like in other countries and it's like, maybe not so bad.
They have, Nigeria has had a lot of issues with their government and their finances for a while. A lot of it had been disappearing and whatnot. With these guys trying to take over the financial aspect of things and shove in this digital ID with the currency mix is disastrous in it. And the stuff they're
Well,
doing right,
let's not get into that.
no, but the stuff they're doing right now is leading into all of this stuff that you're seeing now. These poor people in Nigeria, Venezuela, and other places in the world are starting to hurt, and they're starting to show up on the blockchain because crypto is where everything is headed with decentralization.
Yeah, well, they've been hurting for a long time. The blockchain is just giving them an opportunity to hurt less. Seke,
Exactly.
you're up. Did you mean PYPT or did you mean pimp, Sam? No, Seke is up, Amy. I kind of thought that's what you did. Seki, tell us about your post.
Um, Sorry, I don't know. Am I being heard? Am I? Because network is really troubling me.
It's your turn.
Hello?
It's your turn.
Hello? Are you hearing me clearly? Are you hearing me clearly?
I'm hearing you much better this time.
Okay. So like, for those that were following J Fuji, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his hive name,
You did it
but like
right.
for those that were following, okay, for those that were following his story, which I was, and it's a great story, Hunting Midnight. The first part is over, and it's in the second part. So like this is just like the review of the first part, because like he's trying to do a lot of promotions and advertising and stuff. So like this is just like the review of Ghost in the Clock, and it's my first book review or like first story review. I normally do movies and anime, so like this is just, I don't know. That's just it. This is the review. So if you have not read it, which I don't know why you have not read it, go and read it. I also read the review. Then from the review, you see a link to reading it. So just exactly, it just goes like that. Just read the review, then read the book or read the story. Thank you. That's it.
All right. Thank you. So, Kitty Girl, remember back a few weeks ago we were talking about the fellow that used to do the audio version of posts and the controversy about it on Steam? So
Yes,
a few days later, I open up my browser and I'm on Peak D and I see listen to post and I'm going, oh, somebody brought that program back. Well, apparently it's my browser doing it.
yeah, that's the thing I was telling you about that Baltano had requested that be added to Peak.
Well, it's the browser that is doing it. It says text to speech directly provided by your browser device for English posts with at least 200 words.
Yeah, but it's being triggered to the browser by Peak.
Ah, okay, interesting. Apparently,
You
it's
can
not.
change the
It,
voice if you go into your Windows settings. You can change the voice, the language, or the you can make it a man's voice or a woman's voice, etc.
yeah, I didn't bother listening to it. I just happened to notice it and thought, ah, there it is. That actually is a good accessibility feature to have there.
Absolutely, for people who are visually challenged, yes. Now, Daltano wanted it not because he's visually challenged, but because he's oftentimes, over in the kitchen washing dishes and wants to hear the post being read to him while he's doing that. But yeah, for people with visual issues, it should be an awesome.
So, Engine, from what Kitty Girl has said, it is PYPT, but it's utilizing something that's in the browser. And Dreamy says that the voice is horrible, and Engine wants her to do it in Russian, so that should get interesting. Bemier says tried it, and it's reading like Turkish words. It was not nice. Oh well, it's gonna take a while. Okay, Kinney, you are up. If you want Witty to melt, speak to him in Russian.
Hello.
Go for it, Kenny.
Hello. Okay, yeah. Ooh. This is something for the movie lovers. A very popular series, La Casa de Papel, is the Spanish version, which was released a couple of years ago. And it was trending so much that the Koreans decided to do a remake. And you know how it is when remakes are being done. Some people will say things about it. And after watching it, I decided to watch the remake this week. So this is a comparison of the two, the original and the remake. So if you've watched any of it, which is Money Heist, you can check out my thoughts on the two series. A sort of comparison for me, though. So that's it.
All right. Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Graybird says Witty is raising 3 little fighters to compete against the most massive boxers and wrestlers in the world class. That would be his little princesses. I don't know.
He's him and him and someone else were in a discussion, and I was just sitting here. I had tears coming out of my eyes.
Hey, Pasajero. And we're just waiting on old school. There we go. Story about rescuing 2 cats. Yeah. Trying to get my attention, are you, old school? All right. And Engine, you are up. There he is. Okay, Engine, tell us about
I
this.
just realized I was totally talking and I hadn't had my didn't have my mic plugged in. So yeah. So yeah, been a hot minute. Howdy everybody.
How you doing?
Yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up for all those that are interested in participating in something fun on Hive. You don't even really necessarily have to observe Valentine's Day itself because this is about love letters and the people that you have come across on Hive and what they mean to you. And I think it's a really cool contest. Even if you don't win, it's just nice to show some love to some people out there. I know my post is going to be super long because I love everybody. Snap. But yeah, go give it a look. If you need something to write about, there you go. Yes, Friendship Day.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that, Kitty Girl, and I really do think that's appropriate. You know, the commercial end of it may aim it towards couples, but it really can be a day to celebrate friendships.
Yes.
And more so on the chain, we don't want to start any love affairs going on that haven't already started. All right, Amy, you're up. Amy, you already shared this one. Amy's typing something there. We're going cashless while Amy's going voiceless. Kenny.
Maybe that post is so good she thought it'd be good to go around again.
Um, I think she was a little unsure if it actually got shared. She was having some network issues. I saw her commenting a while back and I wasn't sure what it was. Now it's making sense. Did you have another post you wanted to share, Amy? There we go. Okay.
Hello.
There we go. Kenny, you'll be happy. You came on voice.
Okay, this post is about my flounce game when I first started sewing. The sleeve was trending then, so I wanted to try it out. So I wrote about the challenges I encountered while trying the sleeve, and then I also showed the steps to achieve the sleeve and then the outcome, so you could check it out. The reason why I don't want to use voice is because of my voice. It's cracky. So now you heard.
Actually, your voice is good, Amy.
Okay, if you say so, no problem.
You know, most of us don't like our own voice to hear it. But yeah, I'm not hearing any network effect on it. Your voice sounds pretty normal.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Amy. And Sam, you're up.
Okay, this one is a post that Penderis did. Really interesting one actually, because he brings to the table the latest lawsuit against Stability AI, who use a whole bunch of images in a database from across the internet, upon which things like Midjourney are based. And he discusses the sort of both sides of the argument, and he shares a really interesting video as well by a guy who discusses the legal arguments on both sides, and whether there is actually a fair use case there or not. So yeah, really interesting one, something quite topical.
So most of the material I've read on it is it's artists that are arguing copyright because people will, and I've seen this done. In their prompt, they will say in the style of, and they will use the name of an actual artist rather than the various art styles. And if that artist is not within what would be normal copyright, which is the life of the artist plus 70 years, then that's a copyright infringement, and it hasn't fully been established in law yet. So this case could very well establish it. It's going to be interesting watching to see what comes out of it. So one thing that has been established in law, though, is if an art piece has been substantially changed, it becomes a new piece. So it's going to be a bit of a question of where does it cover that. And Dream, you're up.
Hello. You guys hear me okay?
I hear you. And
Okay.
Tramp is going to
All
accompany
right.
you.
Hi, Tramp.
She's in the
So
next
this is
room.
our.
Let's hope she stays
Oh
there.
wow. This is our Dreamport challenge for the month of February. We're starting a little bit late this month, a week later, but that's okay because we're pretty flexible. And it worked out that Scholar and Scribe and Hive Book Club is going to do a collaboration with us all together. And it's a really neat collaboration. Hive Book Club, if you don't know about it, it's just like an online book club where you get together and you share your reviews of any book that you're reading. So instead of just going to read one book and then sharing about that, you're basically trying to entice other people to come read the books that you've read, and or maybe deter them from it and just share about that. But the neat thing that Hive Book Club does is that they will allow you to review stories on Hive. So Scholar and Scribe is known for pushing their serialized fiction option in their community. And so if you happen to see one there that you love and that you want to give new life to, then you can do that. You can write a review about that and give the author some more kind of a little nudge. Because we know in Hive, once a story is kind of just a few days, really, it doesn't take much to kind of get shuffled into the back. And if you've written something really awesome that you're really proud of, it's hard to give it new life. Well, this is a way that you can have a fellow reader give your post new life by sharing a review with the rest of Hive. And so Scholar and Scribe is going to get together a list of some serialized fiction. If you yourself have written serialized fiction and you want to be a part of that list, all you have to do is contact Jay Fuji and he'll make sure that list gets to us. And then, as a dreamer or as a scriber, if you would like to review one of those next week, you can. You do not have to review a Hive post. You can just review, a favorite book that you have as well. And then, just for the normal Dreamport challenge stuff, you'll write it, you'll submit it to Dreamport, and this month we're having some cool prizes. I won't tell you about it. I'll let you read about it. But something a little bit different for our prizes this time. And yeah, so it should be a really good time. I think it's a really nice way that Dreamport gets to kind of showcase other communities that are doing what Dreamport does, which is trying to keep those older posts alive, trying to expose people to new communities, and get some support for each other, just genuinely and having fun, and getting some dream tokens, all that stuff. So go check out the post and come join us next week.
All right. Thank you, Dream. And I see Kene Asake. Did you shared a review, right? Is it an entry to the contest? There you go. You're on the right track there, Sake. And Kara, you won the. Yeah, Kara's still with us. You won the 1 HBI.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. And Wandering Moon says, Dream, what about world building? Dream's thinking on that one.
Just might as well come here. I do not know world building that community, but I would love Wandering Moon if you wanted to jump into DM with me this week and tell me about it. If we want to maybe make a collaboration with them in the future, I'd love to do that. And yes, Witty, I did write a book on Chain. We actually talked about that in the Twitter space, the Hive space on Twitter with Shadows and Alessandra. And I got to share what an amazing time that was. And we talked about how Team Derek and Team Brid got pretty volatile. And I'm pretty sure I remember exactly which team you were.
And as I recall, that spilled over into PYPT a few times.
Yes, it did. Yep, he was Team Derek.
But it was all done in good fun. There was no real argument over it. Good competition. All right, James, you're up. And Old School has reminded Dream that she has one more in the trilogy to write. No pressure, Dream, but you have one more to write.
Okay, so just real quick, this young lady's been on chain for a long time. She came in 2017. I remember her when I first got there. I had come across her. She had gotten into wood turning on a lathe, and she has two very notorious things. She is a wood turner and she raises bulldogs. She breeds bulldogs. So there are a lot of people that know her. Well, one of the things I was impressed with was the fact that that emboldened some women to start taking up the hobby of um, turning wood and working with wood, which is fantastic because it gives women more of a stand. Well, Cheryl feels that it's kind of a um, dying hobby. She thinks that a lot of people, a lot of women, and a lot of people in general have stopped doing wood turning and it's not prevalent anymore. So I'm just putting that out there. I thought she's a smart lady and she seems to be extremely pleasant to deal with. So we're trying to get her back in the alliance, which she was in there, I guess, years ago. And I want to get her in a couple other places. This place would be one good one as well.
I would suspect that a lot of it is that it's an expensive hobby. Buying a lathe and the tools for it are not cheap.
Um, that is true. Well, there. I wanted to add one more benefit to that. So one of the other reasons that I brought this out and wanted to do this was because there are a lot of people in their 40s and early 50s that whose parents, who's like their dad, was turning wood and working with wood when they were growing up. And what it did was it actually provoked really super memories of that person or those people and their dads. It brought a certain closeness together and brought up really good memories for them, which I thought was, in today's times, psychologically excellent.
Hmm. Injun, it looks as though there's a good opportunity for you to explain what the Alliance is. So hop on voice and do so, please.
Alliance. The Alliance is an age-old community that started on the legacy chain, Steam, now Hive. Uh, it's a little different than your typical community. We just went through, in fact, I'll share that post. I was going to share a different one. I was going to share an Alliance post, actually, believe it or not, but I will share a different one instead. Since you are asking what the Alliance is, here, go ahead and read that. We are a team. We are a family. We are a support system. We are friends, sisters, brothers, quite a bit more than acquaintances. So,
There are multiple people sitting in this channel right now that are part of the Alliance.
yes, yes, there is.
And that's a reference post. That's not a share post, Injun. So you're good.
Oh, I get to share one too?
Yeah.
Woo! All
But
right.
what Wandering Moon is actually up first. I just gave you opportunity to jump in and
Well, thank
answer
you.
Kara.
Appreciate it. But yeah, we're good people. If you want to come check us out, we'd be more than happy to talk to you and get to know you.
Amir would like to know if it's true that the Alliance trained Chuck Norris.
Yes, and Bruce Lee.
There you go. The truth is known. Okay, thank you, Injun. Wandering Moon, you're up. And you too get accompanied by Tramp. Okay, tell us about this post.
I read it quick so that I could get it in here. I'm kind of, I don't know. It's a good story, but it's like from two different perspectives, and it didn't seem like it was finished. It seemed like there could be more, but I enjoyed it. I think it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say other than it's good, and I think y'all should check it out.
Could it be that there's part 2 coming?
Possibly.
It would be a good idea if somebody's doing a multi-part to say it's multi-part so people come back and look, but it's possible.
Yeah, it takes place in a mountain. It's a fictional world, And like I said, it's got two different perspectives. There's a group, I guess they're just regular people scaling a mountain, doing some kind of like scouting. I don't know. And that somebody hears some noise and they discover that there's an army inside the mountain. So they try to rush back to town. But from what it seemed like I read, they all got killed but one. And then it flashes to the army group. So
Ah.
and I probably just ruined it by saying that last part.
So
It's good
read
though.
the story and leave a comment that it doesn't seem finished yet, so that maybe the
Yeah.
person will
Well,
write
I
part two.
yeah.
So does anybody have any idea who those people are in that picture that Dream has posted? Well, if the people in the picture have no clue, then we can't guess it.
I heard this statement that it would that all form of acknowledgement would be disavowed if they didn't destroy the tape.
So Amir suggests that Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris, after their training, are actually in that picture. Bruce Lee and Justin Norris. There we go. We got it covered. Injun, you're up.
Okie day.
And
Since I'm feeling all lovey-dovey and in the Valentine's mood, got another contest for you from the Alliance called Have a Heart.
aha.
Um, yeah. Some of you been around a minute may remember when we did the Easter egg hunts, which we're going to do again this year, where you go and you find the Easter eggs that people hide across the chain. Well, this is similar. We are hiding hearts for Valentine's Day. And if you have a heart, you win some prizes. So yeah, something else fun to do. They will be hidden this weekend and Monday, and then on Tuesday, everybody is free to go look for them. Post will come out saying, "Hey, go find them. You got 24 hours, and if you find one, awesome. If not, then the prizes will be retained and used for something else." Woohoo!
Just like that.
Yeah.
Amir says with that name he feels discriminated against.
The Alliance
I'm not
or the
sure. It's Amir. We could expect just about anything.
Oh, I mean, we can go see the wizard. He's probably got something for. I mean, he's always got something for somebody. He's handing out courage, I heard, and brains and all kinds of stuff. So,
And Kara, you're on a roll. You also now have the 3 HBI. Ah, looks like Kara dropped out. That's okay. Amy, you're up. Thank you, Engine. There we go. Amir said he got a brain from the wizard. Dodie, give him another thing. Well, at least you got a brain. You can come up with what you need. Thanks, Dreamy. So Dream is going to be featured over um, on a show that is coming up as a woman to follow. Nice to see someone on the chain being recognized. Amy, are you with us? A lady by the name of Rose Horowitz, who actually is on Hive, but she doesn't post very often, is doing a. I'm trying to think of exactly she's calling it. Anyways, it's a woman to follow. I don't know whether it's a seminar or workshop or whatever. Rose started a hashtag on Twitter called Women to Follow. And Dream is going to be part of the panel, so we'll find out dates and details. Amy, are you with us? She must be having network. Ah, I see her typing. Okay, you got a post that you wanted to share? There we go. All right, come on and tell us about this now.
I'm really sorry, I've been having network issues. Okay, so this post is about why people hide beneath their masks. Probably because of insecurities. They feel they're not perfect enough, or because of the flaws they think they have, and so they hide beneath their flaws. So this post here is just encouraging us to come out of our marks. You don't need to be perfect to be accepted. We should embrace ourselves and love ourselves and just do you. You can just read it. It's a poem.
All right,
Yeah.
nice work. You are very prolific, Amy. Who's got the hot mic? Seke, you need to mute, please. Seke, mute, please. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Injun, you're up.
Oh, now
Yep, you.
this thing's already got like 2,500 votes, and I'm surprised to not see it here just for awareness and maybe a little extra thing to talk about. And but Bamir might be able to say a little more about it since she's kind of boots on the ground over there. Uh, those that don't know, Turkey has had quite the trying time this past week and a half or so. Massive earthquakes have been just shaking things up over there. Yeah, I know, but yeah, figure out it's having a heart and spreading love and all that stuff. I figure we could send a little more love your way and over that way if possible. Anybody, I mean, even if you've already voted on it, if you got a little extra hive, you can send over there. I've had several people check into the organization that Incubus is talking about. Bamir's verified it, and we've all verified it, and it's totally legit. You don't have to worry about your funds being pulled and put elsewhere. So
Yeah. I read
yeah,
this morning that there's what is it? It's well over 10,000 people they killed between Syria and Turkey. Uh,
something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's up there.
that's an incredible loss of life.
Yeah.
Wandering Moon says they found a newborn who was the only survivor of her family.
Oh, glad they found her.
Yeah, that figure's going to go way higher for sure because of the cold weather and that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no.
that's one thing about fundraisers on the platform. They end up being legit because they can be tracked. Kitty Girl says she heard over 11,000 last night.
I'd say that number will probably almost double by the time they get
Yeah.
through most of it.
Yeah,
Are
because
you
in some
still feeling
cases,
the aftershocks and stuff over there, Bamir? Or? You know, earthquakes a lot of times, like what Booster was saying the other day in the castle, they're still feeling aftershocks from the one in Japan. So.
they said that some of those aftershocks in the immediate hours were almost as powerful as the earthquake itself.
Yeah.
Which is almost like being through it twice. And I suspect in some of those cases, complete families have been wiped out and nobody's actually reported them missing, which is one of the reasons that it'll go so high.
Would not doubt that one bit.
So if you can help out, give a hand.
Yes.
Jeremy says aftershocks were almost 7.5 to 6.5 and went down lately. Makes you wonder what's going on. And Amy, you're up. By the way, Engine, I don't know whether you realized or not, we have a
Yeah.
we have a new emoji now.
Yeah, but I'm old school pimp. I did see it when I was flicking through them.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Amy, you're up. Let's see who got the 5. Kitty girl, you won the 5 today. Good job. There's Amy. Okay, Amy, tell us about this.
I think I did more of poetry this week. This is a poem about hope, giving us hope. Probably we've been longing to get that job, longing to get things work out for us, and things are not just working out. This is a hope, letting you know that just give it time, be patient. Soon everything will become beautiful. But then it's not like you being patient and seeing opportunity and not seizing that opportunity, but being patient to wait for the right time for things to work out for you. So that's what the poem's all about. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Amy. And Injun.
One more. For those that are curious and getting pimp handed to them and aren't quite sure what's going on with all that. Originally, I had the pimp district in the castle over there with the alliance. Things started to get a little fuzzy, and there needed a line to be drawn. So, pimp district now has its own server. There's also a link in that post to what being a pimp is all about. Since we're here pimping our posts on a Thursday, yeah, I thought it was fitting.
So you
Yeah, if
now
you feel
have
like you want to hop in there a little bit, we every Wednesday we have a little chitty chatty about tokenomics and all the things. So yeah, you are invited. Say again, Shadow.
I was gonna say you now have 2 discords to look after.
I know. Yeah,
You get nothing better to do with all that stuff.
I know. My kids don't take up no time at all. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeehaw.
How how's the house building going?
It's a slow process. We've had a lot of rain recently over the past couple months, so that's really all I'm waiting on is for the ground to dry up so they can put the septic in. Once that gets in, and put the footers and foundation and all that stuff. So yeah, it's really trying my patience. I tell you what, this little
Yeah.
2-bedroom condo is not big enough for 5 of us. It's getting cramped in here, let me tell you.
Yeah, and I imagine tempers get a little short.
Yeah, yeah, just a little. Not just us either. I mean, the dogs aren't used to it. They like to go outside and be outside, and they're used to roaming around in the country and come out here, and we got to walk them on leashes and pick up their shit and poop. I mean, and it's big change for everybody.
Yeah. But makes you look forward to the new one all that more, eh?
Yeah, it'll be a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you, Idjit and Seke. You are up. Okay, that's your entry, but do you have a
So
link to go with it?
sorry, I was like at first my network was a bit shaky, so I didn't know if I'll be able to talk.
Seke,
So
Seke,
hello,
do you have a
hello.
do you have a link?
Yeah, yeah, I have a link. I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry. Where is the link?
I don't
Can you just
know.
give me a few minutes? Give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes. So sorry. So sorry.
Let's go. See, I thought you had one ready and waiting when you nudged me that I didn't give you a marker. Why would Alexander follow you from where, Fox? Yeah, we're all in Discord. Which Discord were you thinking of, Fox? Looks like Seke fell out. Okay, Amy, go ahead. Is Amy with us? There she is. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Okay, Amy, tell us about this.
Okay, this post is a creative nonfiction prompt from the Inkwell community. We're asked to write what our typical day looks like. So here I shared how my Friday looks like. It's actually a very busy day, not like many who feel very happy on Fridays, like thank God it's Friday. My should be thank God it's Sunday because my Fridays are just like Mondays. So I shared what I do mostly on Friday. I go for shopping for my fashion store and some other things. So you can find the details there and just enjoy the ride.
All right. Thank you, Amy. Alexandra has mentioned to you that she digs your fashion posts. Alexandra loves design.
That's true.
So while I'm talking here, I have some cat curling up on my chest for me to dodge around. This is going to be fun. Okay, Wandering Moon, you're up. And here's Jay Fuji with us. Just in the text, though.
Yes, this post is mine. I made about 4 days ago in the World Builders community, and this is something that Dream mentioned earlier, working with different writing communities. I've been enjoying their posts, and I wanted to add something, so I kind of tossed in my own 2 cents. It's about world building and some of the things that go into it.
Okay. So that also explains the community?
Yes. Actually, kind of, sort of, not really. I'm not real sure. It's about the world building topic, more or less.
Okay, that should get interesting. Fox, I think you're trying to be humorous, but it's really not falling well, so you might want to drop that.
So I was just teasing when I said that.
Yeah, I know you were. Although I wasn't really too sure about his comments towards Alessandra either. So he's kind of on thin ice. Very good. Thank you, Wandering Moon. Did Seki get back? Yes, Seki's back. Seki, are you with us? No, I know where engine's coming from. You just need to be careful, Fox. Seki, you with us? No, we're not getting an answer there. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share? Fox, do you have a post you want to share? That'd be a good idea. Go for it, Engine.
Okie day, okie day, okie day. Cine TV. I know there's a lot of different front ends out there, and this one I really like. You don't necessarily have to write about Cine TV to be on there. There's a lot of movie reviews, and they're got some other things in the works, but it is super fluid. That's mainly what this article is about, a little bit of curation, and I think they ask about Daniel Radcliffe, if you know who he is, and there's some engagement there too. But yeah, the new front end they got is it's just super fluid. I love it. So give it a look when you have time. It's Cine like cinema, Cine TV. Yeah, I think, I don't know. It's probably pronounced different in like Britain or something. But-
Well,
so yeah, go give it a look.
Geordie is Canadian, so it's probably a good pronunciation there.
Right.
It's sometimes hard to tell whether a C is a hard pronounce or a soft pronounce. Soft pronounce would make it an S sound. Sin, like cinema.
Yes.
Just pronounce it Sin TV.
Yeah,
It's TV.
that makes it easy.
Might be misconstrued though if you say Sin TV. Is it an adult channel or what?
God.
Well, I'm just saying, there's
Poor guy
people
to
like
come up with
me.
something like that.
Hey, you got to know who you're talking to.
Yeah, Injun's mind would go immediately there.
Yes.
along
That'd
with
be,
a
Red
that'd
Light
be one of my favorite
District, come on.
stations.
along with a question that would be very hopeful that was going to be the answer.
Oh,
It's the nature of the beast. All right, thank you, Injun, and Alessandra, you're up.
There you go.
Alessandra, there we are.
I was a little bit slow on the unmute.
I thought you were doing the rookie mistake.
Oh, the rookie mistake. Okay. Here we go. So this is a post from Bitter Irony, or we know him as Devin in Creative Work Hour. And he has seasons for things. He's like one of these polymathy people. He has seasons for things. And so when I looked at Pete D this morning, I could see that he had written something about his tribe of running. Now, this man is a hardcore introvert. Hardcore. This is an exception to his introversion, is that he will go outside if there's a race. And so this is a short post about when there's something that you like that will get you out of the house, how you can really miss it sometimes. So it'll be good as the snow is melting from Spokane, Washington, to be able to take to the road again. So there we go.
All right, there you go.
The end.
And while you were talking, Alessandra, I had the unusual occurrence of a certain tortoise-shelled cat wandering up on me. But she's
She
wandered
likes
off
my
now.
voice.
Did you say tortoise-shelled cat?
Yeah,
It's a thing.
Tramp
You
is
know, like there's
The mental imagery of that just got me cracking up over here.
so a tortie, also known as a tortoiseshell, is a incomplete calico cat. So they end up with some of the calico coloring, but it's kind of in little streaks throughout their fur. That's what Tramp is. She's a tortie.
Okay.
badass markings.
Yeah, she's a bit of a badass cat sometimes too. Um, Possibly, but go ahead and share her again. Oh, you don't have her anymore. Okay, Amy, you're up. Amy, you with us? Amy.
Okay, so can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, this post is from Balikis. It's a picture prompt. She talked about how she felt when she lost her grandma and her uncle, and then how that picture meant 1,000 words to her. How she imagined herself in an ocean, just trying to reminisce about everything and craving peace. It's actually an emotional post, so you could go check it out and see for yourself. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, has anybody else got anything they'd like to share? Okay, Seke, you go ahead and type it out quickly. Does anybody else have one? Oh, he did. All right. And Tramp's back in the other room with her mouth going. You gonna try voice, Seki, or are you gonna stay with the written? Okay, this is my entry to 3 Tune Tuesday, a British rapper who's been kind of a trending topic on the Hive music group, Ren. There are just three songs of his that I thought these are just three songs of his that I thought I should share, and he says they're crazy good. All right, thank you, Seki. You'd almost think that that cat was being ignored. Oh, wait, she is. All right, anybody else have anything they'd like to share? Yeah, network is not working well for you today, is it? Seems to be a bit of a struggle over there. You want to share your kitty cat?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ah,
She's sleeping behind me.
she's cute.
Yeah.
Gray tabby?
Yep. Slight orange tint, but gray. Yeah.
Yeah, Hobo's a gray tabby as well. There we go. There's a tortie.
Hmm.
See what their colorings are like, Injun?
The patches. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they're kind of cool actually, even when they get mouthy. Okay, I think we've about run out the list for today. And you've been listening to Shadows Pub host, Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us on PYPT and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating. And yep, it's all about community. And oh, yeah, bye, Wilma.
Bye, Wilma.
I will.